Chandan Mitra, Ragini Nayak, Sameer Kaul and Gaurav Bhatia of the BJP, Congress, PDP and Samajwadi Party respectively. Why are you helping the BJP, Ragini Nayak? Why are you helping the BJP?
Why are we helping the BJP? In what sense? In what context,
Arnab? Why are you helping the BJP?
Why would we want to help the BJP?
Well, three reasons. You have an ineffective leader who you continue to support. He continues to be sort of a, halfway there, half there situation, right? You have not had any organized campaigning in Kashmir and you've had no organized campaigning in Jharkhand. C, you have failed to prop up any leaders of any eminence among the younger leadership in either J&K or in Jharkhand. The only people you have left are closing in on their 70s, Ghulam Nabi Azad in Jammu and Kashmir and Subodh Khan Sahai in Jharkhand. You want more examples on how you're helping the BJP? If you want, I can continue.
Well, I'm really amazed at your obsession with the central leadership of the Congress party. Today is a day when we accept defeat, we concede defeat. And having said that,
where is your central leadership today?
That we are committed to our ideology.
Where is your central leadership?
We are committed.
Where are
what
they?
Are you saying?
Where is Rahul Gandhi?
Central leadership during the election campaign?
You don't see them before the election. You don't see them after the election. You don't see them during the election.
During the Lok Sabha elections, you raised a similar kind of question. No. During the Lok Sabha election, you asked a similar kind of question. Mrs. Sonia Gandhi and Mr. Rahul Gandhi came up, accepted the responsibility, spoke to the media. Now today, you are asking me where is the central leadership? When the Prime Minister chooses to be absent from the Parliament, ignores the pleas of all the opposition parties, maintains a golden silence on Ghar Vapsi, the Bharatiya Janata Party says that the central leadership need not speak on every issue. And you are asking me where is the central leadership? Is it a fair question? Are you trying to say that the central leadership of the Congress party has never come up and spoken to the media and conceded defeat? No, I totally agree. Today,
yes, I'm saying exactly that.
People with humility.
They have never come before the media and conceded defeat in a true sense.
We are also committed. No. What is the true sense? The true sense,
true sense is punishment. Punishment for abject failure.
We are committed towards working hard and winning back the hearts of the people who have rejected us in Jharkhand. As far as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned,
why are they rejecting you again and again and again?
And rest of the polls were giving us single-digit numbers. We have improved on that tally. And I would like to ask the
I thought you don't believe in polls. I thought you boycott opinion poll shows.
You have been talking about a national wave in favor of Mr. Modi. You have been talking
I am asking a question. I'm not talking about a wave.
Election results are concerned.
No, I'm not talking about it. I'm asking a question.
You have to
I've been asking a question.
Narrative and read between the lines. You are asking a question. Yes, but I'm not supposed to answer the way you want me to answer. I have my own way. I have my own way of asserting the points which have to be.
Is this a Modi wave, Chandan Mitra? Chandan Mitra, is this a Modi wave? Chandan Mitra, is this a Modi wave?
Why don't you ask them?
Is this a Modi wave?
Modi wave seem to be on a downslide.
Ms. Nayak, you had your say. Now let others also come in. It is very clear that Mr. Modi's energetic campaign and his own charismatic personality, plus the 6 months of good government, have yielded very good results for the BJP. Is a phenomenal result. In Jharkhand, you will have a single party government for the first time since the formation of the new state. And it's a BJP government with a clear majority. And in Jammu and Kashmir, we set a huge target. We came close to it, could not pass it. But I think in Jammu, there's a clean sweep as a result of the energetic campaign by Mr. Modi. And in the Valley, although we did not win a seat, I think we have put up candidates everywhere. BJP's message has gone home. The BJP flag is flying in various homes all over the Valley, which means that we are
Is this
just
a Modi
on the
wave?
verge of making a breakthrough in the Valley also.
If this is a Modi wave, if this is a Modi wave,
I want to add something. You did not allow me to finish my point.
if this is a Modi wave, one second. The question is if this is, first of all, we'll have to ask the question, is this a Modi wave? And then the second question is the Modi wave sustainable?
Arnab, we have to streamline this debate. Arnab.
I'm sorry, but
Can I please add on
next you'll say we'll
Please
make the debate more aerodynamic. 1 second, please. We're not going to streamline it because you wanted to streamline it. Please don't try and take away my editorial freedom.
No. There is something very important that I want to say. In order to ascertain if there is a Modi wave and if the Modi wave is waning, we need to compare these results with the Lok Sabha results from where this phenomena emerged. And if you look at Jharkhand, in the previous Lok Sabha elections, BJP and AGSU were leading on 58 assembly constituencies. They have come down to 42. In Maharashtra, in the recent assembly elections, they came down by 20 assembly constituencies. In Jammu and Kashmir, they were unable to gain any more seat. This is why I am saying that the Modi wave is waning. I am not saying that the result is not good for the BJP. There's a different point that I am trying to make.
In comparing with the Lok Sabha election, but the fact is the Congress is routed. Congress is over.
No, you don't give consolation to me. We are debating a different point here. We know.
There is no Congress government,
there are ample examples which I have cited, which I can cite of Congress coming back with a bang.
North of the Vindhyas,
in 1999, we only had Congress government in 3 states. Within a span of 5 years, we came back in 11 states. So you don't surbanize me.
Sameer Kaul, 1 second. One minute. Sameer Kaul, since you are about to formalize your relationship with the BJP, and congratulations for that, you are going to be health minister, I am told, in a BJP partnered government. So, Mr. Sameer Kaul, I will play out all your tapes and all your quarrels with the BJP on several occasions. You can keep them for your personal archives because you won't have the right to speak against the BJP for at least the next 6 years. So, Mr. Sameer Kaul, maybe you will acknowledge it's a Modi wave. Are you going to be health minister on the back of a Modi wave? Did you ever imagine, Mr. Kaul, that the day would come when you were about to be health minister because of a Modi wave, after all the many times and the many names you called Mr. Modi? Yes, Mr. Kaul. Dr. Kaul.
I'll take that as a joke and a compliment, Arnab. Thank you very much. And good evening to everybody on the panel. The question is that aren't we being a little bit presumptive here that we've decided that there is going to be a collaboration between the People's Democratic Party and the BJP? After all, being the primary party, you seem to forget that we do have a choice. And we do have the ability to exercise that choice if need be. So we are still in the process of decision making, and it is going to take a little bit of time. So let's not jump to the conclusion
before I came to that conclusion.
Be a collaboration, and that's what the government is going to look like. So we don't know at the moment. We really don't know. We have to look at lots of factors. Jammu Kashmir is a sensitive state. It's not so easily done on a national television or in a studio. And
has there been a Modi wave? Has there been a Modi wave, Sameer Kaul? Come on.
Far too serious.
Has there been a Modi wave?
Yes, the Jammu plains may have felt the wave, but the Pir Panchal mountains in the Banehals have probably blocked that wave from reaching the Kashmir Valley.
So it's a limited wave, but you acknowledge there's been a Modi wave. Very interesting out there. Yes, Gaurav Bhatia, you can see the Modi wave in everywhere except the Kashmir. Everywhere except the Kashmir Valley, you see a Modi wave.
I would like to congratulate Mr. Chandan Mitra on a good performance in the 2 states. But the real question that you are asking everyone is the Modi wave there and is it sustainable? I think Ragini made a very valid point that whether the wave has peaked and whether it is subsiding now needs to be seen in comparison to the Lok Sabha elections of the 2014. And if you talk to the BJP leaders also expected a better result than what has come out in the open now. I would say that, the agenda of development that Mr. Modi had given and shown the dream to all Indians, somewhere he has failed in that. And the wave is subsiding very fast. It is very clear. please don't compare these numbers with the last election, because at that time the BJP was not having Mr. Modi. But from 2014 onwards, when the Lok Sabha results came, I think the graph has started dipping now, and it is clearly evident now that if they don't deliver, that the numbers would come down even further in the Bihar election and in the Delhi election. You also were talking about the Delhi election. I would say that in Delhi there is a personality called Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, who is a very formidable opponent for the BJP, and definitely the results would be very different if they don't start delivering on the Lok Sabha elections very soon.
Okay, lost out the last part. Lost out the last part out there in what you said out there. But Chandan Mitra, now we've got everyone's point of view. The point being made is, if there is a wave, why is there a decline between the Lok Sabha election results, if it's superimposed on assembly constituencies, and this result? Especially when Mr. Modi has committed himself more and more strongly in each passing state election, especially in Kashmir, especially in Jharkhand. It was not for want of involvement. Mr. Rajagopalan, is the Modi wave peaking? Is it peaking, or has it already peaked? And why is it dipping right now? Mr. Rajagopalan, coming to you.
And New Delhi ought to be watched, Arnab. Modi wave is on the high now. By Bihar elections, you will realize it. Modi wave still persists till Bihar elections. Modi wave is still there. Modi wave is still there.
Before that, there is Delhi.
What about Delhi? The political phenomenon of Modi, you must remember, was a counterpoint to the Congress. You know, so you must remember that Modi rose because he seemed to be what the Congress was not. He promised a far better deal to the people than what the Congress gave. Now the Congress is slowly fading. The Congress is fading in public memory also, and soon you will have elections where the Congress really will not be any opponent at all. We will then have to see whether Mr. Modi, and then Mr. Modi will become the point, not the counterpoint, and Mr. Modi's government will become the focus of people's attention. Then it would depend on whether Mr. Modi can get a positive wave for himself.
What is today's result telling you? What is today's result telling you?
What are they doing?
Well, today's result clearly shows that although they've done very well in Jammu region, the Modi wave, as your spectrum beautifully showed, has not been able to move into the valley.
You know,
that is one. Secondly, even in Jharkhand, we must remember that according to other opinion polls, the BJP would have swept to victory. It has managed to get a majority, but it is not a sweep. It is not a sweep.
That is not the argument.
It is not a sweep.
No, 1 minute. Just 1 minute.
Stop
Chandan Mitra.
Stop crashing in straws. I mean, I don't understand this logic. How to deny Mr. Modi a victory? How to deny the BJP a victory? How to say there is no wave? I mean, really, the so-called pundits on your show, Mr. Goswami, really, I mean, frustrate me, because they don't want to see even the writing on the wall.
No, is this a wave?
And one point I want to make to my friend Gaurav Bhatia.
Is this a wave, Chandan Mitra? Are you saying, Chandan Mitra, Modi went to the heart of Srinagar in this election campaign and spoke development. BJP did not secure a single seat in the valley. Its percentage share was 1.13%. More crucially, Chandan Mitra, let me complete. You went into this campaign aiming to secure 44 seats. You get about 25.
I find it very surprising. Arnab.
Yes, Ragini, since you want to come in.
I find it very surprising that BJP is really content. You see, BJP is very content with its performance of Jammu and Kashmir, or rather in Jammu and Kashmir, when they could not even open their account in the valley, when they couldn't open their account in Ladakh. Is that not another example of their divisive politics, of their divisive ideology? When the valley doesn't matter to them, when Ladakh doesn't matter to them, if they are getting seats in Jammu,
Ragini, Rashnik makes an important point. Rashnik says something to you. Ragini,
Ragini,
just 5 minutes back you said We have done very well. We were given single digits. We have 12. If you are happy with 12, why should they not be happy with twice one number? Actually, more than twice one number. Answer me.
And that is why the Modi wave is waning.
Can I say one thing to Ragini? Ragini, the Srinagar thing, the important part about BJP being in the valley, since I know, I mean, having covered parties and gone to Kashmir, it was always about making your presence in a campaign. Nobody really thought that they were going to win seats. About having candidates, there is also a very big step for them.
Yes.
So I don't know about the word wave, Arnab, but they have done well.
My question is, we are putting the question of Modi wave, Modi tsunami to the test. Now, one person here who believes in a Modi tsunami is Sunil Alagh. Sunil Alagh genuinely believes in a Modi tsunami, not a Modi wave. My question to Sunil Alagh is from his own state of Maharashtra, where the BJP in 27 constituencies where Modi campaigned, in 17 out of those constituencies, BJP did not win.
You know,
where is the Modi wave?
No, 1 second. Can I just make one simple point?
No, I'm making
putting
out facts.
Now you've asked me a question, can I answer? As far as I'm concerned, BJP is forming the government on its own in Jharkhand. 1 second, let me finish.
What is the subject of discussion?
You are asking whether there's a Modi wave or not. Wherever it is happening, the government is being formed. So you are talking about an individual in a constituency, or are you talking about a leader which is leading a party to form the government in each state?
I think making the point clearly, but I'd like to draw Sankarshan into this. I am saying tonight, let's not imagine.
Can I just add to
the BJP constructed the idea of a Modi wave.
One line is the wave, whether it will be sustained or not, after Delhi in February, up to Delhi it is being sustained. After that it will have to perform. If it doesn't perform, the wave will go.
But
he's got a year to perform. You're assessing him in 6 months.
It's
not fair.
No.
That's all.
What is Sankarshan?
You will see the Bihar elections. You'll make out whether he's got the wave or not.
We journalists, we play around with these words: victory, wave, tsunami, this, that. The BJP has won. They've won Jharkhand. 1 minute, hold on. But not to the degree or the extent of victory is not what the BJP had expected. In Jammu and Kashmir, nobody really expected them to do well in the valley. But if there was a Modi impact, if there was a development, Naya Rasta, Naya Desh impact, I would have expected them to do better than 1.03% or something in the valley. That footprint should have shown somewhere in the valley.
They should have won a seat.
I mean, exactly. You know how many votes Hina Bhatt has got? 509. In central Srinagar, where
all the hype.
You know, if there's a humdinger impact a man is making, that footprint should at least, if not the footprint, there should be an echo of that footprint.
Specifically campaign.
They won, yes.
Sorry,
you can talk to
and Sankarshan, there are elections after this that are going to come, and there can be an improvement in those elections. Look at the footprint. We're talking about the footprint. The BJP was not present in the south. The BJP was nowhere present in this part. They've got Haryana. We're talking about Jammu and Kashmir. They've got Jammu.
Which they never had.
In such a big way.
See where they've come in Bengal.
They've got Jharkhand, a state
Look at where they've come in Bengal.
14 years.
Please differentiate between a victory and a wave.
Let me complete. Sure. In 14 years, Jharkhand never had a stable government. It was always one hodgepodge with the other, one coalition going in, another coming in. They've got a full majority. Strike rates. Talk of strike rates. You know, that's what you talk in cricket terminology. The strike rate of the BJP at this moment is better than any other political party. So if that's the strike rate in cricket terminology, that's called a good batsman.
And yet they have gone
for the moment, the batsman
if you take Modi out of the equation,
for the moment, the batsman is in form. He will get out of form. When will he get out of form is something we'll have to wait and watch.
May I one at a time? Sankarshan.
Navika, using your phrase, yet they have gone down on their Lok Sabha strike rate from only a few months ago. Both.
So in which case, that's the point. That's the point Gaurav Bhatia also made. So should we now start extrapolating the performance of the Samajwadi Party in the Lok Sabha elections and extrapolate it to the Delhi elections?
Of course, why not?
And talk about 2017?
Journalist, I would. Yes, I would. But it's Gaurav Bhatia's job to spin doctor his party. It's not mine. Mine is to beat us.
Explain the way that Lok Sabha election issues are central issues. You're voting for a prime minister. In state elections, you're voting for local issues, for local leaders. The same journalists explain
Arnab,
that.
can I come in, please?
No, watch it. Navika, can I please, in the middle of this extremely impassioned conversation, can I just ask, I'm struggling to ask one question, if I may, please. You see, there are two things, Congress Mukt Bharat and Modi Wave. Modi Wave and Congress Mukt Bharat. Congress is today like a team which has begun scoring against itself. It has no goalkeeper.
Hit wicket.
It is constantly on hit wickets, if you want to use cricketing terminologies. It's like an 11th man who's been sent as an opener. And we all know who that 11th man is, right? And there's no substitute to that situation. So what we are saying is Congress party's incredible string of losses, failures, strategic mistakes everywhere. I mean, look at Jharkhand. The Jharkhand result is a reflection of the failure of the Congress party. They were the senior partner in the alliance. Unlike the Bihar model, wherever the Congress party has any role today in Indian politics, the answer is one big failure. Does the failure of the Congress party become a Modi wave, Chandan Mitra? You have no opponent. Does that make it a Modi wave, Chandan Mitra? And if despite the absence of opponents, your percentage figure comes down in absolute terms.
That's the point.
No, if despite that,
that's the point I want to make.
Your performance comes down in absolute terms, why should we not ask the question?
The Congress would not have been routed. Congress would not have been routed.
You've made a lot of accusations. I need to respond.
I would say, unspeakable manner, where they've been just routed, out-broomed everywhere, had there not been a personality of Narendra Modi.
You don't need a wave vis-a-vis this Congress party.
But the Congress has not been humiliated like this in so many elections since independence. This time they are just being swept out state after state after state. They are left with hardly any governments in this whole country.
There's hardly any opposition, sir. There's hardly any opposition.
Gaurav Bhatia, Mr. Modi, his
Arnab, can I come in, please?
And his campaign and good work.
Rashmi Kaur, you've been quiet.
Which is what has given BJP an absolutely unstoppable edge.
No, Rahul Gandhi may have given you an unstoppable edge, but is it Rahul Gandhi who's giving you the edge or Modi? That's the question we are asking.
Arnab,
I mean, come on. Whoever comes in the Congress, I can tell you, Arnab, whoever comes in the Congress will face the same kind of route.
Can I counter that? What Mr. Chandan Mitra is saying is being very optimistic, not realizing what is there
BJP
on
right
ground.
now. Would BJP have got? You can carry on debating
That's very
this
unfair
anti-Congress,
to the,
pro this, pro that.
I will
What is the difference?
Sunil Alagh.
Go ahead.
That is not true. I mean, naturally, Modi is an asset to the BJP. But in both Jammu and Jharkhand, let us not forget the role of the RSS cadre, and let us also understand why they don't say why Mr. Modi doesn't tick them off.
From Vajpayee's time, it's been there.
Yeah, let me.
Okay, fine.
RSS cadre is important.
It is very difficult even for Super 30 to send kids to IIT.
They also go to sleep. They are inspired by Modi.
I just want to. For our viewers, please pay attention. Please, we are discussing the Modi wave and its implications. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please, for a minute.
Nobody's calling it RSS wave.
Yeah,
the RSS was always there. The RSS was always there.
RSS card, which is working.
Mr. Ketkar, the RSS was always there. Simply that
one at a time. 1 second. 1 minute, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute. Can I please, 1 minute? In 2009, the situation in terms of the saffron spread, 6 BJP ruled states, 7 Congress ruled states. In 2014, 8 BJP ruled states, 9 Congress ruled states. But the 9 also, are all largely small states.
Small states, absolutely. Actually,
with the exception of Karnataka, to some extent Assam.
Yeah.
The rest of them are smaller states. Kerala, to some extent, still among the smaller states, smaller than Assam.
Absolutely. The key thing to observe here is the spread and the density.
Yeah.
Look how far it has gone. Look at the expanse. And the Congress
entire
actually...
heartland,
yeah,
and it's
heartland.
a total sweep. Yeah.
Total sweep. The Congress is actually shrinking in its overall footprint. Just beyond the numbers, it's getting truncated to corners. And this is what should worry the Congress. The key question, which we had a debate a little while ago, that if the BJP could come from 2 to up till here, can the Congress not again bounce back the way it was in the 90s? The answer is actually in that map. Now the number of places where the Congress to bounce back also, you have to at least be second and be in the contest. Space is quite reduced.
Simply put also, Jay, the fact will be, for the real test for the BJP will be when there is a strong opposition which emerges. Nature abhors a vacuum. Mr. Modi himself, being a practical, would know that if it's not, Rahul Gandhi is not going to be allowed to lead the opposition charge forever. There will be a change of guard, there will be a reorganization, there may be an agenda, there may be a coalition, there may be a change of leadership in the Congress party itself. Then the real challenge will...
Hang on, then wait it. Sunil, let me speak. Today's results from Jammu and Jharkhand actually bear out testimony to that theory. In Jammu, there was virtually no opposition to the BJP.
Can we just go back the spectrum? One second.
Jammu, there was no opposition.
Congress was the opposition.
1 minute, please.
A defunct opposition.
Sunil Alag, I believe this particular tool which we implement, if you please...
Congress, all of them were, everybody was PDP, everybody in Jammu was no competition.
Mr. Alag, if you kindly pay attention for a minute.
I'm paying attention.
Thank you very much. Yeah. You see, this is the final answer to the question of whether there's a Modi wave. Now, if there was a Modi wave, if there's a BJP wave, this part, which is saffron, should have gone. You should have seen a lot of saffron in this particular.
It's gone till half the spectrum.
No, there are only 3 sticks here.
No, what
has PDP done?
Mr. Alag, will you? Mr. Alag,
look how far.
No, Mr. Alag, it's a serious tool. Please, let's not reduce everything.
How far the PDP has pulled it from its.
No, I'm not saying Modi wave.
No, watch it. Mr. Alag, can you please? Mr. Alag, I'd request you. Mr. Alag and Saba, I'd request you, please. There's a point being made here. It's a serious statistical tool. We've worked on it. I think we should. Jay deserves a half a minute to explain what this spectrum is all about and why the spread of the spectrum on this particular row, which is today's result, proves that there is no overwhelming BJP wave across Jammu and Kashmir. Jay.
The key thing to observe is how far into somebody else's territory are you going? Look at the PDP. Yeah, its vote share is almost similar to the BJP's, but look at the spread it's tried to obtain. It's gone from South Kashmir. This is traditionally South Kashmir. It's gone into a lot of the National Conference presence areas. It's gone and picked up close between the Congress areas. Look at this distance it's covering. It's covering more than half the spectrum. 2/3 is going far. The BJP is actually halting somewhere in between. That to
your left. Yeah. No, to your left further.
Mr. Alag, may I please request you? There is some experience the man holds.
So I'm saying, let's see where it's halting.
Right. So it's halting somewhere halfway in between.
Right. Okay.
Right. The PDP, on the other hand, if you start with the PDP there, it's halting almost 3/4 in between.
Yeah. So,
right? That's the difference of the.
So this really is. We go back to this question, sir. Mr. Chandan Mitra, let's be very realistic at this point. You have made incredible strides. The Modi-Amit Shah comparison has worked very, very, very well. From now on, would you concede that more than just the whole idea of throwing the Congress party out, that's become a boring thing now, Let's throw the Congress party out. Let's have a Congress Mukt Bharat. That's become a boring thing. People will now say, forget Congress Mukt Bharat. Wo to ho gaya hai. It's already Congress Mukt Bharat. Perform on prices, perform on jobs, perform on the economy, perform on employment. That's what people want now to sustain the Modi wave. Would you concede? Chandan Mitra.
Mr. Goswami, you are right. Of course, we have to perform. But this performance could not have happened without first throwing out the Congress. They are an impediment to growth. You saw what happened in Parliament. They prevented the insurance bill. They prevented other bills. They stopped the country with the marginal kind of presence that they still have. One of the few enclaves of the country, namely the Rajya Sabha. In the Rajya Sabha, they managed to stall everything. So, without removing the Congress, country cannot progress and results cannot be achieved. And that is why I'm telling you that of course nobody is disputing that BJP.
Now you're going to have to change your, now after today, you're going to have to change your whole slogan of Congress Mukt Bharat.
Will you give me some time to respond? You've had your diatribes against the Congress party. Would you hear Congress party's views as well?
No, I am not interested in a diatribe against the Congress party. Why do you misunderstand analysis as diatribe?
What are you saying you're not interested?
And you see,
you just indulged
already performed within 6 months. Much better performance is awaited in the next few weeks.
For God's sake, okay Ragini, no. I am actually asking a very pertinent question that stop. Today you can't go around, you'll bore the nation now if you go around saying Congress Mukt Bharat, Congress Mukt Bharat. I'm being as direct as saying people will be bored of this Congress Mukt Bharat slogan. Bharat is already Congress Mukt to a large extent. Now you're going to have to talk about your own performance. That's the point I'm making. Ragini first.
Yes, people are going. Mr. Chandan Mitra, kindly allow me. People are going to be bored of the slogan because the promises being made by the BJP are not being worked on. They are not delivering on the same. There have been more than 25 to 30 U-turns on the promises. Let apart black money, even in states what they have done. Is Article 370 of any relevance to them? I haven't till date understood the oxymoron nationalist separatist. There are so many issues which are problematic, which the people of the country want a clear answer from the BJP. Ghar Wapsi being one of the most important points of concern for the people. Apart from that, you, Arnab, have said that we have been reduced to 9 states in the entire country. But in another 9 states, we are the principal opposition. Apart from that, I have to cite examples from the past because history repeats itself. The Congress party has been written off earlier, but like the phoenix, we have risen from the ashes to come back with a bang. In 1999, Congress had governments only in 3 states.
No, this is very important.
Ragini, to power in 11 states. So you cannot just imagine that the Congress will vanish from the body politic of this country.
Ragini, may I compliment you?
And will remain a dream.
May I compliment you, Ragini?
The party is not interested.
Ragini, may I sincerely compliment you?
Yeah, so may I tell. Please do not make judgments now. Just a moment. If you're so keen, Arnab, if you're so keen on cricket, if you're so keen on cricketing metaphors and analogies, it is always the aggregate strike rate of a batsman that matters. When a batsman retires, nobody asks how he has performed in 2 or 3 or 4 matches. It is the overall performance that makes a difference, and please keep that in mind.
Okay, so one second. I just wanted to compliment you.
Retired batsmen's aggregate. Are you considering the Congress has retired?
Are you suggesting Rahul Gandhi is retired? Ragini.
I am talking about a longer span of time in the history of democracy and political governance in India. Please do not put words in my mouth, and please do not be so interested in denigrating one national leader of this country. I think that is reprehensible.
I am not. I strongly object to that accusation. In fact, I was about to compliment you for the rare candor you showed when you made the admission that Rahul Gandhi has reduced the Congress party to ashes. You just said now we'll rise from the ashes. In other words, you're saying Rahul Gandhi has reduced us to ashes.
I never made that admission. You see,
Arnab.
You spoke about rising from the ashes. We presume you have been reduced to ashes.
Because the Congress party has this inner resilience. Even if you believe that we have been reduced to ashes, we can come back. But I supplemented that argument by saying that we are there in power in 9 states. In another 10 states, we are the major opposition. So all your presumptions,
if you're happy,
all your erroneous
if you're happy, it's fine, I guess. Sure, go ahead, Gaurav.
And please do not put words in my mouth.
I think, Arnab, one should not be wasting time talking about the Congress because everyone knows that they have faded into oblivion and they are not relevant in most part of the country. But we must also keep in mind
Rajya Sabha,
that
Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, with the Congress party, you blocked an entire session of the parliament with the Congress party, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia.
Can I not be interrupted? Whoever the kind person is, can I not be interrupted till I've made my point?
But Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, you haven't replied. You are actually participating with the Congress party in blocking the Rajya Sabha as a united opposition. So how can you say that the Congress party story is over? You're using them, you're with them.
Right. Navika, thank you for your question. I'll first reply your question itself. I think it is important for all political parties that if anybody actually tries to destroy the constitution, they start talking about love jihad, they start talking about forced conversions, communalizing the atmosphere, then we have to oppose them. And the Prime Minister could have averted the crisis by being present there and replying to our queries, which he avoided, and therefore this crisis. So we only have BJP to blame, and not the Samajwadi Party and other parties which are making a very valid point.
The Prime Minister chose to
Mr.
go for election campaign
you have
rallies
been more
rather than
vociferous
coming to the parliament and
Chandan
speaking
Mitra
on
itself.
relevant issues. He made that choice. He ignored the sanctity
Mr.
of the parliament.
Rajgopala has been more vociferous as a BJP spokesperson than Mr. Chandan Mitra itself. As a journalist, we expect
you stole the parliament. I have been watching from the press gallery. You stole the parliament. Samajwadi Party stole the parliament.
Completely failed.
Every time you are going to the bell of the house.
Everyone is today on the BJP. You will have to just
Let him complete. Don't have a parallel conversation.
All of us can't speak at the same time. Navika asked me a question, I replied. I think everyone knows that when it comes to delivery, when it comes to providing employment, when it comes to getting black money, Mr. Narendra Modi has failed. And if he does not deliver, let the Delhi election come,
only 6
let
months.
the Bihar election
Gaurav
come.
Bhatia is only 6 months.
How this completely failed.
The achievements are all known and in the public domain. If you choose to close your eyes, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, I'm sorry I can't help you. But all the facts are in the public
domain. Did you not promise that you will get back black money in 100 days?
Eyes, Mr. Chandan Mitra.
Black money today?
The point is that you're basking in the glory of self-proclaimed appreciation.
I can't hear anybody.
You presume that the works have been done and promises have been made, but that's not the case. And Mr. Chandan Mitra, you wrote an article in 1999 which was titled RIP Congress. In 2004, we came back to power. What do you have to say about that?
I was premature.
Can one person take on Mr. Chandan Mitra at a time, please? Can one of you take him out at a time?
Didn't you write that article saying that the Congress party is already out of the political scenario of this country? And in 2004 we came back to power. And now you're making similar proclamations today on Newshour.
Rajnath Singh.
I was Nostradamus. I predicted it 15 years ago.
Can one of you please speak? Gaurav Bhatia, let you come in. Let her finish.
You wait for the entire tenure. You wait for 4 more years.
Arnab, I only want one line.
Chandan Mitra is replying. Please let him.
I said Ragini is right in referring to the article which I wrote in 1999. I was just trying to inform her that I am Nostradamus. I predicted it 15 years ago. Congress RIP.
You are not Nostradamus. You were wrong then. You will be proven wrong now. You just have to wait for a while. Time will tell who has the last laugh.
Okay, one second. I'll let Gaurav Bhatia make his point and I'm coming back to you.
Self-proclaimed glory, Mr. Chandan Mitra.
All right,
Ragini is giving 4 years time to Mr. Narendra Modi and for his wave to fade. I can assure you that if this is the way the BJP will go and they will only try to communalize everything, it wouldn't even take a year for them to slip down to single digits. Like the Congress has become irrelevant, the BJP will also become irrelevant.
I was talking about the next Lok Sabha election. I was not referring to regional state elections.
Pigs would fly. If wishes
we will see, Mr. Chandan Mitra, UP, you just lost 9 out of 12 BJP seats in the by-polls. In UP, you lost 9 out of 12 seats. BJP bastions, you lost in by-polls.
Let us see the state elections coming around.
We will welcome you to UP, but I know you will remain an irrelevant force there. Let the assembly
Is the Modi wave on the wane? Is the Modi wave on the wane? I think one important point which has emerged out of this debate so far is an admission by almost everyone that this whole slogan of Congress Mukt Bharat is now becoming irrelevant. Do we agree on that? That the whole Congress... Congress Mukt Bharat irrelevant, this side of the panel.
I don't agree. I think the Congress is going through a very bad period. But, okay, allow me to speak now. You know, it's not a monarchy, Arnab. We are not... Narendra Modi is not emperor forever and ever. Though it may look like that. No, let me finish. But the Congress, I mean, in the states where the BJP is in power, there has to be anti-incumbency.
No, it's an easy slogan.
No, but the dynasty is seriously
Saba, we are talking about a point in time. At this moment, that argument is irrelevant now about a Congress Mukt Bharat. For the moment, it's been done.
Then you're saying,
Navika, nobody is saying this will be the situation forever.
Did we then say BJP Mukt Bharat then, when the BJP
No, the
was
question is, the question is, people
Arnab.
voted this government in to deliver on jobs, prices and employment, not to keep repeating the Congress Mukt Bharat line. Nobody takes that seriously because Rahul Gandhi is hardly a contender and the Congress party has been reduced to a fringe presence.
And Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be increasingly and as he should be judged on his own performance and his own promises.
Agreed.
Precisely.
And the year 2000
But give a year,
is
no?
going to be extremely crucial.
Arnab, also why we talk about the fading away of the Congress Mukt Bharat slogan. Why was it so effective?
Okay.
Because the Congress had a leadership problem.
Kumar Ketkar.
Other parties have a far better leader than
Kumar
Rahul
Ketkar.
Gandhi.
Actually, what Navika is saying, if you are taking and looking at only this particular point in time, then what Congress has been achieved. But the point is whether Modi can sustain. Because whether, as Sandeep Patra said, whether it is a Congress committing suicide or whether it is a Modi wave. Yeah. He himself said it is Congress committing suicide. He did not accept it was a Modi wave.
Whichever way you want to look at it.
Modi wave is much of a media fabrication, and I don't think there is a Modi wave. Modi wave is a nomenclature given by the media.
The real challenge for the Modi wave is when the BJP stops using the Congress Mukt Bharat line and actually goes to the people on what we have done line.
Yeah. That has already become quite
Congress Mukt Bharat is an easier line for the BJP to deliver, to put out. What we have done on prices, jobs, employment, economy is a tougher line. Will the BJP take the tougher option? That's the question which remains to be answered. At 9 p.m, the national impact of J&K and Jharkhand. We are going to be back on this continuing special edition of the Newshour tonight.